We're live again, Chair.
Thank you very much. So we've all just watched the evidence given by PC Brian. Please continue.
Thank you, Chair. It was very brief, but yeah, basically the girl by the door was deliberately shoved into the display by the two girls. As part of that investigation, and the officer who was investigating it has made a statement to this hearing. Has identified that it was this Magnum tonic that was sold, and that the two girls that it was sold to were 17-year-olds. Again, what weight you wish to put to that is down to yourselves, but we felt it was a duty that after the review came in, we needed to put that to you as well. If I can just finalise my representation, Chair, you will notice in the paperwork various points for the committee's consideration. So at point 12, it is the view of the Chief Constable in that these premises are managed in such a way that they undermine the prevention of crime and disorder licensing objective. We're asking you to consider revoking the premises license today. Point 14 and 15 in the review papers highlights cheap tobacco products and the standardised packaging of tobacco products regulations 2015 to do with fiscal markings and standardised packaging. At point 16, it's an overview of the illegal activity. This is a sort of national overview, but it gives you an idea of why we in the police and trading standards consider the illicit and smuggled goods seriously. So an overview of this illegal activity may assist the licensing committee as the reasons that Northamptonshire Police view the sale and storage of illicit tobacco products seriously. It is widely reported that illegal tobacco is linked to other forms of criminality. For example, an article in the Chartered Trading Standards Institute journal, Elite Sniffer Dog Threatened by Gangs, Journal of Trading Standards, January 2019, stated that the illegal tobacco trade has strong links with organised crime and criminal gangs. Many of the people smuggling, distributing and selling illegal tobacco are involved in drug dealing, money laundering, people trafficking and even terrorism. I need to highlight that that's an overview nationally. I cannot say that that activity is going on specifically at the premises we're concerned today, but we have found illicit tobacco products on the premises. You will see also, I won't go into it, Chair, but you also see at 17 there's another HM Revenue, Customs and Border Force policy paper detailing its 2.8 billion in effectively lost revenue due to this activity. I'd also like to direct you to the statutory 182 guidance, specifically points 11.27 and 11.28. And also we have put in the case of Bassett Law District Council and Worksop Magistrates. And the reason why we put that in is it's in relation to a deterrent effect to the wider community. Effectively, this was a case that was relating to two underage sales, and a review of the premises was done. At that review hearing, although trading standards asked for revocation, it wasn't revoked, and it was appealed. And on appeal, the judge stated that it can be revoked. Licensing committees can take punitive action, and it's to send a deterrent effect out to the wider community. And we see the wider community are other premises that may be involved in this activity. I know Glenda's on the hearing as well from the trading standards point of view. She's supporting me today. She did the visit. If you have any questions relating specifically to that or further detail about the tobacco products, I would suggest that Glenda may be the better person to answer those, Chair. But at this stage, that's our representation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PC Brian. So we now move to the applicant's representation, please.
Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. My name is Bibin Chegab, and I'm the designated premise supervisor for the JBS Daily. I take full responsibility.
Sorry, Chair. Point of order, Chair. Forgive me, Mr. Bibin. Chair, we need to hear from the Trading Standards Officer before.
And any questions.
And any questions.
Either of those before Mr. Bibin has it, Mr. Jacob has his say. And he can then answer it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Councillor Cartwright. So apologies, Councillor Cartwright. So who's next on the agenda?
Yeah, it should be Glenda, the Trading Standards Officer, who was at the scene, and then questions from the committee.
Okie dokie, thank you. So yes, please. So let's move to. I can't actually see her on here. Please.
Chair, can I just make a point of order, please? If Susan did.
Please, Susan. It's very echoey, but please continue.
We have had two statements from Glenda Adams through the Trading Standards Officer. Ms. Adams, please could you just confirm that the second statement, the further to statement made by you, is in fact made by you, because it lacks a signature at the bottom. It's just the 2 paragraphs.
Yes, the continuation statement done on the 9th of September that was done by me and signed by me.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. So, Ed, Democratic Services, am I correct that Glenda's next on the agenda?
Chair, that was all we needed to hear from Glenda.
Okay.
Oh, apologies. No, if we could, we could hear Glenda's statement now.
So please, Glenda, please continue.
This is the first review that I've ever attended. So what exactly do you need from me?
Just representation from Mr. Jacob, is that correct?
Do a statement.
She just needs to outline her statement,
and
what happened and that she was there, etc., and what they seized, because fundamentally she was on the scene.
Okay, so when was it? We went on the 4th of July. I went with 2 of my colleagues, and we were accompanied by police officers. We went into the shop. We gave the relevant paperwork that we need to do, a Consumer Rights Act, which outlines our powers. And then we proceeded to do the inspection. My colleagues went to the rear storeroom, and I looked underneath the counter at the front of the shop. In the top drawer were the standardised cigarettes. So they were the normal cigarettes. And I'm not quite sure what they've been sold at, but it's probably around £15. And the illicit tobacco that I found with my other colleague was in a bag underneath the counter. And so then we proceeded to do the relevant paperwork and do the seizure. I asked Bibin, no, not Bibin, is it Bibin or Basil? Sorry, I need to look at my statement. Yeah, Basil Jacob. I asked him, was the money put through the till? And he said no. The money goes into. There was a bag at the end of the counter, so he put the money. He said the money went into that. So no money for the illicit tobacco, he said, was going through the till. And we did the seizure, we give the relevant paperwork, and then we left. And then we documented what we'd seized, we put it into secure storage, and then subsequently I was asked to make a statement for Leanne, the licensing officer, with the exhibits. Is there anything else you need to ask me?
No, if that's your statement over, Glenda, then we can continue. We can move on.
Okay,
if you're
thank
finished.
you.
Yeah. So, are there any questions for the above, please? Committee, Julie, Adrian, any questions?
No, thank you, Chair.
No.
No, actually, I will ask one just out of curiosity. The illicit tobacco, etc., that was photographed, was that all found at the front of the shop, or did you have to go into the back storage area?
Yeah, well, basically what happened was I looked under the counter with one of my colleagues. My other colleague went to the rear storeroom, and if you look at the exhibits, you can see he laid out the packets of cigarettes in brands. So that's what we do. We put them into brands, and then we count them up so we know exactly what we've got. The illicit tobacco underneath the counter, that was just in a bag, but the normal cigarettes were in a pull-out drawer. The ones that would have been in the standardised packaging.
Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Julie Davenport. Thank you, Councillor Davenport. So let's move on now to the applicant to allow them to make their representations. Mr. Jacob, please.
Thank you, Chair and members of the committee. As I said, this is my first time being in a review, so please forgive me if there is some mistakes like happening explaining these things. I take full responsibility for the premise and understand the seriousness of these issues raised by the police and as well as the trading standards. I'd like to clarify what really happened and what all are the improvements that I have made since the two of the visits what we are reviewing today. The first incident with regards to the tobacco seizure and the fake cigarettes or the seizure of the illegal vapes. So during that, even though I am the DPS, when I have employed couple of people, and there used to be 4 to 5 people working sometimes, and some people are working in the part time. So in order to monitor throughout the staff management and the shop functioning, I have appointed couple of people. Those whom I believe they had previous experience working in the off license and convenience store, and pretty much uphold all these values. This is what I believed from their experience. So end of the June, I was out of station, and even though I have the camera, some of the times I won't be looking into the camera all the time. So the entire sale of these illegal cigarettes and all these things, it was not coming through the till system. So every end of the day, I will be cross-checking the database, how much sale happened, what all are the products has gone out. I wasn't able to understand this particular sale was happening. It was came into my attention only once the trading standard visit and I received these documentations. So the moment I received this documentation, I understood the severity of the issue. I gone through all the CCTV visuals. I understand how exactly this issue has been happened. So I'm pretty much sure the trading standard might have got all these cigarettes not in from any hidden counters or anywhere. I'm 100% sure I do uphold the values. I consider the license as a privilege for me. So when it comes to the vapes, there is a lot of legal changes happened with regards to the vapes industry, disposable vapes. Some of the vapes has been banned. So we as shopkeepers, what we do is we generally stock things like, according to the number of vapes are going. So some of the changes when it happened, I was having huge stock left. So usually there is two ways what we where we the small off license or shops are buying the disposable vapes. Some suppliers are bringing it into the shop. Sometimes we can go to the retailers like Best Way Booker, reputable places. So I was usually getting the delivery over there from the third parties. So when the vape ban happened, I was able to return those disposable items. So the moment the trading standard officers, when during their visit, I'm sure the box was left over there on the entrance of the storage room. It was nothing hidden. It was kept open in a box so that they can return to the supplier. And it was supposed to be returned 2 weeks before. And on the schedule, I have appointed one of the staff member, authorized one of the staff member to return it on time. But it didn't happen because the staff member decided to swap the shift on that particular day without my knowledge. And it was purely pure negligence. But I have to bear the responsibility. And regarding the alleged underage sale, uh, my staff tell me that both the girls shown in the in the video, there is the video what we have seen is a bit the two of the girls, those who have attended, already brought the magnum. They have previously shown the ID to the staff. Once PC, I came across with a report from PC Laran only, I got to know the girls were 17 because I have seen them previously buying the alcohol, related age restricted products, and I cross checked with my staff maybe a couple of months before whether they got the ID or something. Because my staff tried to help a girl who was in distress because the girl who was shown in the video who got abused, she walked into the shop for a safer spot. The other two girls, which according to my belief was her friends. So when the one she got assaulted, the member of the staff took the initiative to reach out to the police. It was not the girl who reached out to the police. There is more to the video where you can see after she got abused, the staff was asking how what exactly happening, and thereafter the girls and some of the boys they came back, and where you can see in the video that they've been refused to come to the shop because there is couple of guys were refused entry because they've been banned from the shop because of their previous incidences where they've been requesting to buy age restricted items and we refused to serve them. And after a couple of requests they started verbally abusing, shoplifting, and because of this incidents we banned from the shop. And all this incident has been timely reported to the police and CCTV evidence has been submitted. And after this group of guys, they came to assault her back. The staff took the initiative to prevent it and immediately called for the assistance from the police and reported the incident. And the police was able to speak to the girl who was in distress using from the staff phone itself. And later, within 10 minutes, I, as a premise supervisor, I was available over there within the 10 minutes of this incident. And I made sure I will be there until the police come and pick her up from the shop. And I took the initiative to submit all the CCTV footage. So if we were come to know that these girls were 17, we wouldn't have taken the initiation for sale first of all, because I confirmed with not only with one staff member, two staff members, they identified these girls and they've been shown the ID of professional driving license with the birth year of 2006. So unfortunately, we have limited resources in confirming the genuinity of the document, other than checking whether it is physically tampered or the photo is been forged, or the once we get the document, we will ask them their name, date of birth, and the address. Apart from checking these genuine document genuinity physically, we haven't got any other option at that time. And in fact, not to relate to this incident, the previous incidences, I have raised my concern regarding the genuinity of the same documents to the authorities as well. Which I can give you the give you the dates as well, because there is some incident happened in May, and some happened in June as well. So all the time we've been really cooperative with the police, and time to time we are submitting the CCTV footages. There is not even one occasion where we made intentional delays, or not to be cooperating with the police. So all what I have to tell you is, I even though it happened without my knowledge, even the first cigarette thing as well, I made so many of the changes after that. And if chair and members of the committee could give me the time so that I can.
Sorry, through you, Chair. We lost you for a minute there. Are you able to repeat what you said for the last sort of 30 seconds? I'm so sorry.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah. So basically, like whenever any kinds of underage sale, when we refuse, we will be making a digital note in the system. So sometimes when we are refusing the sale, the children's, the young guys, they will get agitated, and we won't put straight away ban for them in the shop. So what we used to do is, when if they are asking something, we will politely decline the sale. So after a couple of times, some, not all the people, some of the people, they will try to do the shoplifting. So this will leads to physical abuse and verbal abuse from the towards the staff. There is occasions where police has been called previously to the premise. And we were able to submit the CCTV documents on the time to time, and at least twice in once in 2 months or 3 months. Not only related to the shop incidents, any of the other incidents as well, the police always requested to submit the CCTV footages, which we have done without causing any intentional delays, and we've been really cooperative, with the police. But that doesn't exclude my responsibility being a premise supervisor to look after things properly. So as soon as I got to know with all these certain incidents, even the first visit as well, I made a lot of changes into my shop. And if the chair and members of the committee could give me a couple of minutes so that I'll be able to explain what all are the measures that I have taken so far.
Please, Mr. Jacob, this is your opportunity.
Thank you. The first thing is, I have changed the entire purchasing process of the tobacco and vapes. Now all the stock has to be brought directly by me as a premise supervisor, and I will be buying the stock from verified UK suppliers, because according to the legality of the website right now, many times what happening was, the private suppliers, those who are bringing in the van and private vehicles, so they will mislead the staff, because there is at least more than 100 types of vapes in these days. So understanding the vapes, the legality of the vapes, even though I train the staff accordingly, sometimes they get confused, and the staff is getting played. So in order to eliminate that particular part, now I myself has the only authorized person who has to do the purchase. None of the staff member is allowed to authorize any of the vapes or cigarette purchases. And I have enhanced the compliance system in a way, like improved CCTVs. So basically, I increase the number of cameras in the counter, and to understand what exactly the staff is doing, and to match the timing, with the suppliers. So now I introduced a AI integrated system, where any person walking into the shop, a photo will be captured from multiple angles throughout when they are walking around. So I will be able to understand what kind of customers are coming, what kind of suppliers are walking in. And the second thing is, as the trading standard already noticed, the cash was not coming into the till. So every end of the day, when I was getting the report, I'm able to see what are the items that been sold in the shop. So, but the cash register key, as it was over there, so they were able to access without the keys. Now, what I introduced was, I removed the keys, and I made an option to the where it says no sale. So no sale means if they have to access the cash register, they have to enable that particular option. And every time a staff member is accessing in that way, it will automatically generate a report, which I will be see from even if I'm not the shop, not at the shop or somewhere else, I will be able to monitor how many times they have accessed. And if anything suspicious, I will be able to cross check it that with the CCTV camera I have put it extra. And the refusal logging, since the day one we do have a method, we are digitally we have digital refusal log. So every time any of the product age restricted products what they are scanning, they can literally see it. It will ask for whether the person is aged 25 age 25 or not, because it's a challenge 25 notification will be popping up. So they have to pass it clicking yes, no, and then they have to enter this. If they are refusing, they have to enter the reason and refuse it, and it will automatically log a report over there. So with the so that refusal logging, I will be able to see anywhere else in the world. Now every end of the day there will be a refusal log will be generating, so with the timing time and time and date. So every day I will be able to see if there is a log refusal log happened, what is the exact reason. Sometimes people bring the other person's document, or sometimes so exact I train the staff to make the exact note why they have refused. Now in order to bring more control on the challenge 25, in these days there is a fraudulent IDs are IDs are turning up. So with regards to the incident what we are reported for the unraised sale, as soon as I got a notification email from PC LAN, and what I have done was I reply back to him asking for what all are the recommendations, and I have made certain changes accordingly. And apart from that, what I did was I put two posters up which says fraudulent IDs will be seized and handed over to the police. So I was initially having a legality doubt regarding the legality of that said. Once I got confirmed, I put up two posters over there. One is exactly facing outside, I mean, and the entrance side itself, and one is in the cash point, so that the young the teenagers will have that fear that we will be seized and handed over to the police. And in regarding to the staff recruitment and training, I made certain changes that every new member of the staff. Now I made a DBS check. A basic DBS check is mandatory before commencing of the work, and they have to undergo the complete challenge 25 induction policy, which is anyway a part of our business. And in addition to that, every new employee has to complete APLS training level 2 course, which is conducted by the council itself within the first 6 months of the employment. And I can assure you, out of the three members, all the three members are currently undergoing the training, and one person already completed the module according to the notification what I have received, and within first 6 months of the employment. And sometimes, because I wasn't able to cut short the timing, because sometimes some part-time workers will be there, so I cannot ask full-time workers. Yes, they I'm able to monitor time to time, and so that they will finish it within the a short period of time. So at least the max to max the time frame is within 6 months, and it will be funded by the business itself. So why I'm doing in that way is because according to me, I believe the every member should have the same level of awareness as a premise supervisor, that the legality of these things and the consequences and the legal legal consequences of doing any illicit activity, and how to promote all these challenge 25 things. So now a level 2 course is mandatory, and which will be paid by the business itself. And in terms of the ongoing supervision, right now usually I was doing a group training once in 6 months, or once in 4 months, or any of the incidents are happening, I was doing a time to time manner. But right now what I did was a face-to-face training, one-to-one face-to-face training, rather than me sitting in somewhere explaining them on the video call or something. I myself give the time over there. In every once in 3 months I will revise it. And even both these incidents happened, I have done a risk assessment in my shop, and I made the changes accordingly, and the training has been given exactly on the next weeks of these incidents. So And one more thing is the report what I have received regarding that alleged underage sale. It says we made an intentional cash sale. If you see the video where you will be able to see that staff didn't ask for any forms of ID, because once the person shows the ID, they don't need to show that same ID. If that staff member can identify that person, we don't ask for the ID. And if it is another staff member, definitely they have to verify the ID. And both the staff members says they have seen the ID, and it was a professional driving license, which the birth year was 2006. And when the sale was happening, it like the member of the staff initially tried to take a card payment, but at the moment when the people the girls, they took the cash payment only, he canceled the card payment and take the cash payment. And unfortunately I am not able to get what exact any forms of their identification, because they already put a ban after that particular incident. Because we want to make sure not only the business concern, because we have to look after the safety of the customers and the young children. And even though it is not related to this, just the day before the incident, the same girl who was in distress got assaulted on the street, and she was laid on the walkway. I was one among the callers who reported that particular incident and reached out to the emergency service, to report like how exactly the issues are happening. So I tried my level best to be integrated with the system, and because I do, as I said, I do consider the license as a privilege. So these are the measures that I have taken since both of this incidents reported to and came into my knowledge.
Thank you, Mr. Jacob. Are there any questions from the licensing officer?
No, thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the objectors? There are none. Are there any questions from the subcommittee?
Yes, please, Chair.
You go first.
Please, Adrian Cartwright, please continue.
Thank you. Through you, Chair. That seems some good answers there, Mr. Bibin. I'm just curious, how did the illegal tobacco get into the shop?
Sir, I was away in the from the last week of the June. So I appointed to the two of the staff. One of the person who has to be really responsible, that was my own family member. So the other person he was the one who brought the illegal tobacco to the premise, and he was working in another shop. So I appointed him because of his experience in handling people as a premise staff supervisor. He is the one who brought the tobacco, and they were selling it, and it didn't came into my attention. And when this was not keeping in the storage, or keeping in the shop throughout the day, it was bringing into the shop and taking it back. So even the bag, it was a kind of personal bag which where the cigarette was kept. It was there wasn't any kinds of drawers or anything where they were keeping, because when I go to the shop, I look around the shop completely. So according to my understanding, they were buying from the people, those who are walking into the shop, or somewhere outside. So I reviewed the footage, on that day of the incident, and I got to know the one thing what I have done was, along with the giving training to the other thing, I have given notice to the person who brought the tobacco into the premise.
Sorry, so he doesn't work there anymore?
No, because that's the first thing. Because why why that is one among the reason that I have taken the initiative that all the employee has to undergo, even though if they don't take a alcohol personal license, I want them to undergo the APLH training, so that they have to understand on the legal side of it, rather than me giving them the training, challenge 25 training, ID checking or anything. I want them to understand the seriousness of upholding the licensing objectives. So when we train according to the license objectives, I have come across some people, like they will have a lack of knowledge. So once they undergo the APLH training, they will have a clear idea exactly what to do and what not to do. Even though there is another person telling them, recommending them to do something, which like they will be able to identify. Okay, this is illegal.
Okay, thank you. I'm just not sure of my footing here. I have a question now I want to ask the policeman. Can I go back and ask him from the evidence that's been provided by Mr. Bibbin?
Councillor, if PC Brian has no objections, that should be fine.
No objections.
Thank you. We just heard Mr. Bibbin say he's provided lots of CCTV footage to the police in respect of licensing, either people trying to buy underage or causing trouble. Can you confirm that you've received various amounts of CCTV footage from the shop?
Councillor, I can't verify that. If there were licensing investigations going on at the shop previous to this review hearing, it would be normal process that we in the alcohol licensing department would be notified. I can't, as far as licensing investigations is concerned, I can say no, we haven't had anything come into this department.
Okay, thank you. Thanks very much for that. Through you, Chair. Mr. Bibbin, if I can come back to you, sir.
Sure.
So where do you send your CCTV footage to when you have issues in the shop?
There is one incident dated, like I am able to draft a couple of incidents. I can give you the exact date as well. This one incident which was reported on 12th of May 2025, where one of the staff member was assaulted, and he reported that incident immediately to the police, and it was an attempt of theft by the same gang, which you may be able to see end of the video, what it is been played over here. So it happened after that incident only. We put a ban on some of the people among that group, because every time when they are asking for age restricted products, we will politely decline it, and a couple of refusals like that, they will walking into the shop buying in terms of buying something else, and they will try to steal something age restricted products. So we are not concerned about the money that we may lose. More than that, if once they take all these things, we are committed not to give any of these things to the children. So on that particular day of the incident, the staff physically got assaulted, and we reported this to the police. And in fact, my staff member went to the police station to give the witness statement. And there is another incident which was reported on 27th of July. And both these occasions are we were submitting the CCTV visuals, where the same group, they were started abusing the staff, verbally abusing the staff.
Excuse me, Mr. Jacob. Apologies for jumping in there. Is this relevant to this accusation? Is this relevant? Are you building like a character witness of yourself, or what's the purpose behind this? Is this relevant to this?
Nothing. The reason why we are saying is, so the incidents are leading because of our nature of refusing the under 18. So if we were selling under 18, they will be happily walking into the shop. So all these issues are happening because we are refusing to serve them. So we are taking all the possible measures so that the under 18 won't get any kinds of age restricted products. I don't know whether the any kinds of test purchases has been done in my shop, but I'm pretty much sure if it is so also, it will be refused. So what I'm saying is, all these issues have happened because initially we are refused to serve them and put a ban on them.
Thank you, Jacob. Councillor Cartwright, do you feel your question's been answered? Do you have any more questions?
No, thank you, Chair.
Councillor Davenport, any questions for the licensing holder?
I think mine have been covered. Yes, I think mine have now been covered, what I was going to ask. Thank you.
Thank you. So all parties do now have the opportunity to sum up.
Yeah.
You do not need to. Yes.
Sorry, Chair. Could I just ask a question, please?
Please feel free.
Mr. Bibbin, I just wanted to confirm, if I may, sir. Can you confirm that what you were saying is that you had the incident that we saw on camera with the assault on the 17-year-old girl? You had an incident the day before, an assault
Yes.
in the shop.
Yes.
You had an assault on the 12th of May and an assault on the 27th of July. Can you confirm that correctly?
So the girl whom you see in distress in the video, the same girl, got assaulted on the street. I think so a day or a couple of days before, which I have to check exactly the date because I'll be able to check with the phone service that I have used. And she was laying across the bus station walkway between the bounce taxi and the bus station. And I was one among the callers who reported this incident and reached out to the emergency service. And even my missus, we both were there, and there is a lot of people were there until the emergency service arrives over there.
Right. So
And
I'm
it
just
was nothing.
confirming you've had in that 6-month period, there's been 4 assaults within the shop.
No, this assault was not happened in the shop. It happened outside. The reason why I was said was even though it is not related to the shop, I was trying to report it. So the reason why I was mentioned in that way is when the same girl approached in my shop in distress, the staff member took the initiative to reach out to the police. So we as a business know when any incidents in this way reporting into the police is definitely going to ask for the CCTV footage. We are very much aware about all these things. So every problems, every situations, not only related to the shop, we were really cooperating with the police and providing the CCTV visuals related to the shop or not related to the shop as well. So on that day as well.
Oh, and the other question I had, sir, is how often are you at the shop? I know you're watching it on CCTV.
Now I'm giving my time over there because
no, but before the incident,
because of this. Before the incidents as well, I was going into the shop every day. It's not like I was not there in the shop. So the first visit when it happened, the issue when it happened, I was away. I was not at the premise. That's why, unfortunately, I was not able to give any kinds of risk assessment or the training after 10th of July. Though the incident happened, I was able to sort things out after a week, which I have done it immediately once I come back.
Thank you very much.
Please, PC Brian.
Chair, as the applicant to the review, we should be afforded the opportunity to ask questions of Mr. Bibbin's representation.
Yes, please continue. Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Bibbin, can I confirm that you're the premises license holder as well as the DPS?
Yes, sir.
So the license is in JBS UK Trading Limited. Are you the director of that company?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can you tell me what the licensing objectives are, please?
So there is 4 licensing objectives. One is prevention of crime and disorder, public safety, the prevention of public nuisance, and the most important, the protection of children from harm.
Thank you. And you hold a personal license, or well, you should do, to be the DPS. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How did you
Yes,
obtain your personal license?
I have attended the training program. So I undergone the course. So it's a level 2 personal training program conducted by one of the agency, because initially I wasn't knowing about other things. So I went to them and I attended a 1-day training with them, and I completed the assessment what they have completed, and according to that I have obtained the license.
Okay, that's
and
great.
It's been,
thank you. Yeah, that's fine. That you've answered it. On the day of the incident with the tobacco, the 4th of July, the person in the store was Basil Jacob. Is that who you
Yes.
employed? And does he hold a
Yes.
personal license?
No, like not at the moment.
Sorry?
No, he don't until that time. And no, and apart from me, none of the people were holding the personal license at that time. So post this incidents only, like I don't really recommend taking a personal license. It's purely like up to them and they how to hold it. But as a business, it is mandatory for me that all the staff member has to undergo the level 2 APLH training. That is mandatory. I made it mandatory. And apart from me, no one hold the personal license over there.
Okay. Can you tell me what challenge 25 is, please?
So in challenge 25 outline, like whomever is like younger than 25, we have to verify the IDs, because if a person looks 25, definitely you have to ask for the ID to make sure he's above 18.
Okay. Although you weren't present at the underage sale, would you say those girls look 25?
I don't say they look 25. Definitely not. That's the reason why I said in between, I cross-check with my staff whether they have been produced ID before. So as a small shop, like we know if not at the first time, like if the staff has been coming there regularly, like we are able to identify the person if the person is shown ID there or not. So I cross-checked with my staff whether they have shown ID in the shop. So one of the staff member confirmed they have shown the ID in the month of February. One of the girl, like they identified both the girls, and we put a ban on them.
Mr. Bibbin, let me just stop you there. Thank you. You've answered up to that point. That's fine. Could I just ask you, the member of staff that made that sale, has he been trained?
Yes, he's been trained.
Okay. Right. Have you got a copy of your premises license in front of you?
Not at the moment. I'll be.
So there is a condition on your license that says there shall be a personal license holder on duty on the premises at all times when the premises are open for licensable activities. So Mr. Basil Jacob didn't have a personal license.
No, he didn't have a personal license, but I have given him every time to time training, actually, sir.
Yeah, but that's not a personal license, though, is it?
It is not.
Training and actually having a personal license are two different things. Yes or no?
Yes, that's I admit, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I heard a lot of what you put in place since the incidents, but what I will say to you is how is that going to stop somebody selling illegal tobacco in your shop?
Now, the first thing is, in terms of the illegal tobacco, I will be able to give a guarantee that it will be a one-time incident, because now I have the measures that I have taken, the robust measure that I have taken. It gives me the confidence that this won't happen ever again, because the all the sale, everything should happen in the system. Like it should come through the system, because there is no way they will be able to, the first thing as I said, like they will be able to access the cash register without entering into the database, because the EPOS system have a no sale option. So if they have to access the cash register without entering a sale, they have to press the option of no sale, and every time they do that, it will create an online report. So every end of the day or sitting anywhere, even though if I'm not at the shop, I'm able to see what time they have done it. And I will be able to cross check it using the extra AI cameras that I have put in the shop.
Okay, so what if they don't put the sale through the till?
I didn't get, they didn't put the sale through the till.
How are you going to know?
No, like that's what I said, sir. Now, the first thing what I have done was all the staff members has to undergo the level 2 training, not only my training. So every member of the staff, once they complete it, they will understand the seriousness of it. So it doesn't matter whether they are making the sale or not. If they are doing it, if it comes to my knowledge, definitely I'm see under supervision, doing a proper supervision right now. And in between, I do cross check the stocks. and invoices and everything, all the activities. So if I come to know into my attention, I will be immediately passing reporting into the police. This is what like I have explained to my staff.
Okay, I'm not sure that's answered it satisfactorily for me, but I'll accept your answer. How often are you going to be at the shop from now on?
Every day. I will be visiting the shop every day. It's not like I that too, like even though if a staff is employed, I don't just let only the staff work. I will do the random visits just to make sure how things are doing, how who are my customers. I like regarding the previous incident, because of the underage sale, the one thing what I understood was like it is very difficult to identify between a 17 and an 18, even though we do have a provision of asking for the ID as a part of challenge 25. So the fraudulent IDs are in wide circulation. So now the limited resources what we are having, like we have to train the staff accordingly. Now the UV ray light, just in order to check the hologram whether it is physically tampered. So these are the limitations what I faced. So I need to understand who is my customer. So that's why I'm trying to give more time in the shop, so that these kinds of situations may not happen ever again in my business.
Okay, thank you very much. Chair, that's fine. Thank you for that opportunity. I just need to update you in relation to verification. Should you wish me to verify whether the police have gone to these incidents, you'd probably have to adjourn it whilst I get back to you in an hour. Unfortunately, I can't do anything whilst I'm on this hearing.
Is this reference the assaults within the shop?
Yeah, I mean, if you wished me to find out whether they came through to the police, I would be able to go onto systems, but I wouldn't be able to do it whilst I'm on the hearing. You'd have to do a short adjournment.
Unless Democratic Services point me in the opposite direction, I don't think it's relevant from the evidence that we've.
No, I don't think it's relevant, Chair.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, PC, Brian. Okay. So all parties, you will now have the opportunity to sum up. You do not need to repeat your full representation. Licensing officer, please sum up.
Nothing further to add. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Jacob, do you feel you've had the sufficient opportunity to say everything that
Yes, sir. I have. Thank you, and once again, thank you for the chair and committee members, because I thank you for giving me the opportunity to, let the committee members know what all are the measures that I have taken, just to improve my business. Thank you.
Okay, so just to confirm, you're happy with your description of the summary. You don't wish to add any more for the summary?
Yes.
Thank you very much. There's a sufficient opportunity. Yes.
Chair, I think PC Brian might like the opportunity to sum up.
Sorry, I'm trying to flick between screens here. I beg your pardon. Thank you for that, Democratic Services.
I'll make it easy for you, Chair. I've got nothing further to add to our initial representation. Our standpoint is we're looking for you to consider revocation. I've got nothing further to add to that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your patience on this. It's flicking between screens is a little bit difficult. Okay. The subcommittee will now retire to make a decision. The decision of the subcommittee will be communicated to all parties in writing within 5 working days of this hearing. Details of how to make an appeal against the decision of the subcommittee will also be included. Over to you, Democratic Services. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I'll now stop the live stream.